Welcome everybody. Today's video I'm going to be talking about what could possibly be a great opportunity to get yourself some Bitcoin. This is based off the 4-year charts, the 4-year cycles. I'm going to be explaining why I think we have evidence that it's probably going to persist, why talks about a super cycle may have been incorrect, and I'm going to show you based off the data and the charts why there might be an opportunity on our hands. So what I want to show first and foremost is the historical progression of Bitcoin. Now, in analyzing any chart, if we look at, let's say, the 1 hour, things seem like they're going bad. Things are going down. If we go even further, it's been falling. And this, for most people, is an issue or something to be worried about. But what I want to show is on a zoomed out perspective, and we always want to, when we're uncertain of what's going on, we always want to zoom out and see the big picture. We see that Bitcoin is on a clear uptrend. There's very clear higher lows, and this is what we should trade. This is what we should focus on in the long term. There's a saying where you say the trend is your friend until the very end. I think that holds true for Bitcoin specifically, because we can be contrarian, say it's going to go down or it's going to fall, which it has historically, but these falls or these dips are temporary. The trend is up. So we can understand that long term the trend is up. Now, within that long-term trend, we can see, let me show on the chart here, that it moves in a cyclical fashion. Now, in the early stages of Bitcoin, things were a bit unruly, kind of misunderstood. There wasn't much structure in the market. But as we go on, we see Bitcoin falls into a very clear 2-year push up, a year of downside, a year of consolidation or sideways movement, and then 2 years up with a blow off top. Then we have same thing, year down, year sideways, 2 years up, and fill in the blank as to what happens next. We have a year down, year sideways, 2 years up. Now, people were hoping that there was going to be a blow off top, which we didn't see, and now prices are moving down. But if we look at how the charts moved in previous cycles, nothing has really changed. We topped in Q4 of every single peak. And the same thing happened in 2025. So nothing seems to be out of order in terms of the 4-year cycle. So as far as we know, there's no reason to change the thesis. Now, new data might come out. We might see by the end of this year we end up, which would be unusual to the 4-year cycle. But as of right now, there's no point in changing the philosophy because the charts are behaving the exact same way. Now, the key part, and I want to share in this video, is that if it is the case that the 4-year cycle persists, which is the likely narrative, this is a great buying opportunity. Now, we don't know where the low will be. It could sit at 70K for the next 6 to 10 months. And at some point you would have said it bottomed within that 10 or whatever months, right? Or we could have a sharp fall into the 50s or 40s, and then it recovers, comes back up. We don't know when the bottom is. But I would say 2026, if it is a year where we do find a bottom, you need to go into that with the understanding that this is the time to accumulate. So when you zoom out and you see the charts in the grand scale, it becomes a lot easier to make rational decisions and buy at appropriate times, because you're not worried about swings day to day, swings week to week. You're buying based on long-term structure. So I think personally 2026 would be a good year to buy Bitcoin. I think as prices drop, you should be aggressively accumulating. Now, I want to share one other chart, and it's not necessarily that different in terms of understanding the cycles, but what I want to show, and something I've found, and I think I learned this, or I first found this out from a guy on YouTube. He goes by Crypto Crew University. I really enjoy his videos because he focuses strictly on technical analysis. And what he found is when you overlay the Gaussian channel on Bitcoin, it actually has a fairly accurate way of indicating bottoms and when we're in a good time to buy. So as you can see, you have years in the green. We have the price largely above the Gaussian channel, and then once we have a dip into the channel, we tend to break through, and then holy shit, we tend to break through, and then as soon as it flips red, we have about a month or two till we find our bottom. All right, same thing here. We have overextension above the Gaussian channel, we have a break into it, then it flips red, we find our bottom. Okay, same thing, overextension, we touch it, and then we break through. As soon as we come through the Gaussian channel, we see a flip of red, you have your bottom or bottom area. Now I suspect that in the next coming months, we're going to see a flip red of the Gaussian channel. We're going to see a drop in price around the time we see a flip red, and that is when it would be a good time to accumulate. Now, nothing's guaranteed, nothing's promised. Charts have a mind of, these assets tend to have a mind of their own, so I'm not going to say any of this is guaranteed, not financial advice. But what I'm doing is I'm showing the data, I'm showing historical data, and how to act appropriately when shown new data. So if this video helped you understand Bitcoin, if this video opened your perspective, if this is the first time you're hearing about the 4-year cycle, let me know. I would love to hear people in the comments to tell me their philosophy or their ideas around this, and hopefully this was helpful. If you liked the video, please subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos like this, and yeah, at the end of the day, keep stacking sats, get it while it's cheap, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.